It is I, Paige the Puppet, with another episode of the building of Shawn Boston. As you can see, in our time away, Mama did a little more than just create the hands like she was supposed to. The hair on top just arrived yesterday in the mail, and she couldn't resist popping on his head. It is not done. It is just on there right now. And then she thought, oh, he needs a nose, and then the nose led to the eyes because it just didn't look right to have hair without the eyes and nose. And so that is kind of what happened in the hours when we were not on the stream. Now, one of the things that happened when we were off the stream is like last time, when we were here, we were working on the hands, and you can see that we made a little bit of a change in the way we are doing the hands, because that wire that we was using, it was really, really tough to work with. And we were thinking that it would be too difficult to make Mr. Shawn Boston play the guitar and stuff if it was too difficult. So what we did was we took, now, pipe cleaner on its own was just too thin. So what we did was we took, and we'll be showing you exactly how we did this to make the little fingers now. And then we glued it. And we'll be doing all that with the other hand right now so you can see exactly what happened. And then we'll be putting the hands together. So that would be pretty fun what we see in here. Now, I just wanted to, Mama's going to do something, okay? You know, if you are sensitive, you might want to hide your eyes. But I just wanted to show, oh, his eyes fell off. His eye fell off because it was not on there for real. It was just up there. You see that we still need to paint the pupils and make that on there, but they are on there for now. So you see we added a little bit of space underneath his abdomen. So this will be so that he can wear pants. And so this is what we created and sewed together today to add that so that he can look just right when he is wearing his clothes. And so that is what is going on there. I guess we don't really even need his pants on right now. So we're going to just take those pants off. There we go. Those were just pants. We will do the legs in another time. I don't know whether we're going to do those live on the stream or whether the pants will just be something we do later. But this is how we are going to wire our hands now. Since that other wire was way, way too thick, and we decided that we weren't going to do that. And in addition to that, when we used the wire, it broke through. Even with that hard material that we were using, it broke through. So the first thing we do is we put this on there, and she's going to twist it. She's going to twist and we want to make sure that it stays up and forward, because this is going to go on there like so. Once we are done. So that is what is going on now. She is going to just twist, and we're going to put all the fingers onto this hand, and then we're going to put the hands together. Actually, baby, just to save time and a little bit of energy, and so that you guys don't have to sit through some really, really boring stuff as she does the twisting. We'll just finish doing the one and twisting. We should just twist the one finger, and then we will move on to the other hand, because this is going to be kind of exciting, because it will go into Shawn's hand when we are completed with it. So that will be kind of fun. So then we just want to line that up, and you see that it is too long. It's too long for that one, so we're going to bend it over just a bit and twist it so that it fits right in with where it is supposed to. And we'll make sure that it is all twisted, and there we go. So that is finger number one. We're going to continue along that later. We'll just set this one aside here. along with the remainder of the fingers, and we'll go to the one that is already half complete. So this is the one that we did when it was offline. And you see that all of the fingers are there now, and this part is glued on. That tough part that we made yesterday is glued on. So now we are going to grab the glue gun and we're going to start putting it together. So we're putting the length along there, and then we're going to squeeze it together along those sides. There we go. Squeezing it together until it cools down and is solid. I think we need to use a little more glue there because it is not okay. So now we want to flip it over. There we go. This can tend to be a little hard and hot on the fingers. Now this can be done with context of mat as well if you want to go that route. However, for this we decided, ooh, Mama says that's hot. And this is a slow process as we go around each and every finger, pushing together the sides of the foam so that we are creating those nice fingers. Little bit. There we go. Oh, you can see that her fingers are getting a little bit hot glued, a little bit. Okay. Just gonna put a little more hot glue in there so that sticks together. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to talk. Oh dear. Mama's fingers got a little burr with that one. So we're gonna just keep on going slowly around and round. Slowly around and round. And we want to make sure that as we're doing this, we're making sure that we're getting that wire properly in between. Oh, thank you so much for the like out there. We didn't even see that anybody was watching, but we really do appreciate the like as we do this. Oops, better get that over there. We don't want to get them messed up together. There we go. So as you can see, this part is a little tedious as we go along. Hi to the live viewer out there. We are just putting together the hand. As we said we were going to on the last live, we had to make a slight change in materials. You can see that we changed from that 18 gauge wire that was recommended in the Project Puppet, and we changed to some really twisted up um, pipe cleaner, because we found that that had a good flexibility and fit really nicely in when we did the when we used it, because the other stuff was just way too hard to work with, even though it was what was recommended in the tutorial. Sometimes you have to make adjustments to do what works for you and what works for your particular project. And in this case, we know that in order to play the guitar and the other things that he will need to do, he is going to need some fairly flexible fingers. So now we are just encasing these fingers in the foam, and it will take quite a bit of time and patience to get them all squeezed together the way they are supposed to be. And when they are done, they will be just the perfect size to fit inside the hands that are already waiting right over there, waiting for their hands to go inside. Hi, Deb. Thank you. Yes, we are so excited with the way that he is coming together. It won't be very long until he is ready to share with the world. Well, I mean, I guess he's getting shared with the world bit by bit and piece by piece as we go along. Mama got a little bit overexcited and did quite a bit offline. While we were offline, she did a few adjustments and things that maybe we should have shared. Maybe. But she sometimes thinks that it's easier to just get the things done rather than to get me and to get everything set up so that I can narrate it. So we're trying to just show some of it, I guess, as much as we can. Here we go. There we go. Oh, the glue is going in. The glue is going in. I guess that's not really a very good song. But that's what's happening right now. The glue is going into the spaces in between the foam. And it's getting pinched together. There we go. All it pinched together. And then making sure that the wire is on the inside, so that everything fits together the way it's supposed to. There we go. Hello! I see that there is another viewer that has joined us along with Deb. Thank you so much for joining me live as we continue with the construction of Shawn Boston. You know, I was thinking it's kind of a little bit funny that I am just making Mr. Shawn Boston. We're building Shawn Boston just to cancel him. Isn't that strange? I think that's strange, maybe. Just a little bit. We're creating a Shawn Boston just to cancel him. Building him and then tearing him down. Although we really won't tear him apart. No. That would not be good at all. Here we go. Trying to keep... Uh-oh. Maybe put those over on the other side, Mama. Put those over on the other side and then they won't get in the way. Oh, thank you so much for the likes. As people coming along and giving likes on this. That's so satisfying. It makes me feel good on the inside. There we go. And it also helps with the algorithm. That's another benefit of that for us anyway. Oh, hi, Paige. Hi. I said hi, Paige. I meant hi, Miss Monique. Oh, I'm so silly sometimes. I meant hi, Miss Monique, because you said hi, Paige. And I noticed that. And I say hi to you, too. There we go. Squeeze it together. Oh dear, I'm so sad you didn't have power all day. Is that because of the tropical storms that you did not have power? Oh, yes, I'm so glad you were okay. It could be very scary to live in these places that have these problems with the weather. Yes, power sometimes goes out. It's hard when it goes out for hours and hours. We are so used to having power all the time. It can be difficult. I wonder what it was like. Oh, thank you, Miss Monique. I love the progress Mama is making with the Shawn Boston too. Sometimes she gets a little ahead of herself and she does things without me. And that makes me a little bit cranky because I wanted to share everything with my friends. But then she gets a little bit too excited and she does things. I suppose you do get used to it, just like with snow. Everybody says, I don't know how you live with the cold, but you put on your jacket and your mittens and your hats, and then it's okay and not so bad. And you stay in when it's really, really, really cold. That's what you do. You don't go out in the horribles. There we go. There we go. See, it's coming along quite nicely as we go along. As we go along, it's coming along. I have never been to New Jersey. Mama was in New York once, on accident, kind of. The airport, she was at the airport, and she can't even make me speak right now. She was little, and she was going overseas on a big, big plane, and the connection didn't make it the right time, and so they ended up staying overnight in New York City. So it was kind of on accident that they stayed there. She didn't mean to stay there. But they ended up staying there, and all she remembers is that she watched Scooby Doo in the hotel and she ate lots and lots of spaghetti. The spaghetti was so big, it was as big as her head, and she couldn't eat it all. That's what she remembers about New York City, to have big spaghetti. Ow. She hurt herself there. Ooh, she's getting closer and closer. This is just the thumb. We are getting closer. This is the thumb that she's getting to now, which means she's done all three of the fingers because the puppet. Oh no, this is not the. This is the pinky, not the thumb. Oh, Mama was silly there. Okay, so we are working on the pinky now. Oh dear. And once we finish with going all the way around with the foam, we're going to be able to put this in his hand and he will be able to say hello to you for the very first time. Well, sort of hello. Hello with his hands anyways. That's going to be pretty exciting. Well, we have just a little more further to go. Just a little bit further to go, that is. There we go. Isn't it neat how as you put it together, all the rough edges start to turn around and you have some really nice smooth edges as the foam comes together. Now, as I said earlier, you do not have to use the hot glue for this. It would have been just as efficient to use contact cement. But contact cement is a little bit toxic and it is very smelly, and you have to make sure you use it in a well-ventilated area. You can't just use it anywhere. You have to use it in a well-ventilated area so you don't get sick from the fumes. I don't know if they can really make you sick, like toxic sick, but it's probably best to just be on the safe side and not use it in an area where you shouldn't. Whereas hot glue, the dangers of that are the heat could hurt your fingers if you are not very, very careful. And in some cases, the heat can work not good with the, oh my, look at Mama. Mama's gray hair. You can see it here, can't you? Oh dear, her silly gray hair. There we go. You get in there. You went out to get some water. Well, I guess water is a very important thing to have. Oh, there we go. Just using the steamer for a bit to kind of push in these last little things all around as we go. Oh, you learned about Filipino food? Oh, that's neat. Learning about the food from different cultures is always really neat. Okay, we are heading into those final little pieces here. Oh my, so exciting. Okay, we're just filling in some glue in the places where it seems to be a little not connected properly. And we're going to take a look at it. Oh, look, that one seems to need some squeezing together again. And we're just going back and fixing some of the parts that didn't quite take the first time around, because she was doing it a little bit fast. Well, I am learning about the puppet culture. I guess you could say that's my culture. But Mama, she is half East Indian and half Scottish. And so that is a lot to cover and consider. Because the East Indian culture is several thousands of years old. Okay, Mama's just going to take a second to clean off her fingers. As you can see, the hand is complete. It is all around. Yeah, so that is what it came into. And she's just going to take all of the glue off of her fingers here. Because look at all of that. It has gotten everywhere on her fingers. She needs to take that off. And she's going to just go around the hand a little bit and get some of the goobies off of it and make sure that they are now nice and smooth around. Because there's some parts, and there's a part that wasn't quite done. So she's going to pull it apart and squeeze it so that it is. There we go. So there we go. We have the hand. And you can see that now we are going to pull Shawn Boston over a little bit closer. We'll get him turned so that she can access the hand. So this, you can see that we left a little bit opening on the bottom here so that the hand could be added. So she's going to have to lie him down to make this a little bit easier for her. Uh-oh, he lost his eyes. One of them anyways. Hi, Savvy. How are you doing? Mama is just stuffing the hand into Shawn Boston's hands. Thank you, Savvy. Yes. Oh, it's okay if it's only for a few minutes. Any time that you spend with us is time we appreciate with you. Gotta get that. There we go. This part can be a little difficult as you are trying to shove something that's a little bit big into a smaller space. But it will all work out. As we well know with the way that my hands look, I mean, we got it worked out, but it did take a little stuffing. And that is what is going on right now, right here, is he is getting a little bit of stuffing done. Uh-oh, we see a spot where he is going to need some additional sewing. He got a little bit hurt there. He has to have some surgery, some minor surgery, not too much, just a little bit. Just a little bit between his fingers. There we go. Just a little bit between his fingers. He's going to need to have some surgeries. I'm going to get all of those fingers into there. Nice. Oh, he's got some. There we go. He has got some. Okay, here we go. We got all off. Here we go. So he needs to be sewed up just a little bit in his hand here, but you can see, I'm going to get Mama to stand him up, and she's going to say, see, there we go. It works. It works. It works. It works. It works. Hi. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. So there we have it. We have one hand. He has one hand fully put together now. Oh, it's not quite. Mama's feeling in between his fingers. And it's not quite right in there. So she's going to have to fiddle around with that a bit to make sure that everything goes together the way it's supposed to. We want to make sure that everything is going the way it's supposed to. There we go. And let's see if he can do this. He's going to show himself off. There we go. Oopsie. And there went his other eye. His other temporary eye. There we go. Oh, it's almost. He's almost getting to look. There we go. Mama just wanted to show that off. Because woohoo, right? Right? Oh my. There we go. Pull that down, Mr. Shawn. You don't need to be showing that off on the internet. This is not the OnlyFans. This is a YouTube. Thank you very much. There we go. And there we go. There is the hand. And so we will continue. Actually, maybe you want to see a little bit about what we are doing with his eyes. Now, I will show his face to you again. So you can see we put on a nose. I think the light is a little bright, so maybe the nose won't be showing as well because you need a little bit of shadow so that you can see his nose nicely. But if you look at him from his profile, you can very clearly see that he has a protruding nose, right? Yeah. Okay, and there is one of the eyeballs. Mama found one of them. So here we have one of the eyeballs. You know what? Mama is going to actually take that part off and bring him down a little bit more so that she can reach him a little bit better. Yes. Ooh, there we go. We're going to use the short one, not the really short one, but the one. There we go. There we go. He's going to go up on his stand again, but he's going to be a little bit shorter now so that it's a little bit easier. Oh, just like that. There we go. And we're just going to, where'd that go? There we go. Just give him a nice little pin there so his mouth is closed. There we go. So now you can see a little bit better his face. Or I guess not. Maybe if we go like that, you can see a little bit better his face. There we go. And so what we did was we found some bamboo spoons, disposable spoons that are bamboo and recyclable. And then we painted them white and we added a little bit of his fur for, well, skin, I guess. It's not really fur, it's, the covering. The covering of Mr. Shawn Boston. Mine is pink, his is a little bit different colors. But yeah, so that is how we made the eye. And the next step is going to be creating a pupil for that eye. And we are not sure what color eyes he should have, whether they should be brown or blue or green. So we've made a couple of extra eyes so that we can do a little bit of experimenting to see which one is going to look the best when he is done. So there's that. And then, of course, you can see that he has some hair now. Now, this arrived just in the mail yesterday, and we just simply could not resist. Simply could not resist. But you can see that it is just on there right now with pins. It is not his real hairstyle. It's not the way it's going to be when he is done. Ta-da! He's bald again. Oh no, Mama, that's a horrible cough. Ah, that's yucky. How come you coughing like that? So this is just a piece of felt. I mean, not felt, but yeah, the fur. Anyway, that's how he looks with his face. And we are going to be doing work on his eyes next. And actually, no, we're going to finish off his other hand. We're going to finish off his other hand, and then we will come back and finish off the rods, and then we will do fixing the rest of his face, and then we'll get to his hair. So I think we're going to sign off for now because Mama's going to get ready to go golfing. I don't know why they have to go golfing on her day off, but evidently this is something that they want to do. So there will be only a little bit more progress on Shawn Boston today because she is going to go and walk around, I guess, and hit a little teeny tiny ball. That's the way I understand it. I don't know why people do that. It seems a little strange to me. But this is what she's going to do. And so that is why we are going to sign off for now. But I wanted to make sure she got on here because she was doing so much work that she wasn't showing on the screen. If you think that that is wrong too, you should let me know. Okay? So, anyway, bye for now. You guys have an amazing rest of the day. I am going to hopefully be on tomorrow to do some finishing touches on Mr. Shawn Boston. So, hopefully, you can join me. And if not, make sure that you do join your morning guru. I will be there from 7 to 8 because I'm there every day in the chats. Not maybe on the screen because that's RK and Savvy's job, not me. I only come on occasionally as a guest, and tomorrow's not my day. They're actually going to have this lady who is amazing. They're trying to get an amazing guest on there from the Lulu Row because that's what they're talking about this week is the scam artists of Lulu Row. So that's what's going on. And so if you come by tomorrow, I will be there for sure. Until next time, you guys have an amazing rest of the day. Stay awesome, okay? Stay awesome. Bye for now. Bye.